Welcome back to Rogers Center, here with Yankees manager Aaron Boone. Aaron, Trey Savage, 10 strikeouts, 6 in a row. What is making him so tough?
I mean, it's such a unique pitch, his split, and from that over-the-top angle, he's showing us enough fastball and slider to keep us honest, but we're just having a hard time, obviously, getting the beat on that split, and we got to find a way somehow to get some balls in play here.
Max Fried, 5 runs so far. What have you seen?
Yeah, the stuff looks okay to me. They're putting the ball in play against them like they do, and it looked like they obviously the home run they rode out where he's a little out in front, but able to put enough barrel on it. So it's been a little off, and they're finding some holes.
Aaron, thanks a lot. Joe, back to you.
All right, guys. So the home run leaderboard in this series, 4-0 Blue Jays. Look at the strikeout difference in today's game, 10-2. Down the line and foul. 2-2 on Jimenez.
It's just contact, right? Contact does so many good things, and we're just seeing zero contact for the New York Yankees. And it's been a minute since we've seen a team of this offense just be completely humbled, and the young man is doing that.
So Will Warren getting ready. He was a candidate to start yesterday's game. Instead of work out of the bullpen for the Yankees. Jimenez slaps this one to third. McMahon heaves it across. Infield hit Andres Jimenez. Another 2-strike hit. It's got to be so frustrating for a pitcher to face a lineup like this.
It is, but the one thing you can say is Max Fried has the stuff to get quick outs and ground outs, and right now he just hasn't made as many good pitches in areas against a team that can do. Look, it's strength against strength, and it's all about execution at this time of the year, period. And right now you got one team executing absolutely flawlessly, and the other team is just like, they look bewildered.
The 9-hitter Miles Straw, who is second in the American League in sacrifice bunts this year. Shows bunt, takes a ball.
Oh,
2-0. Straw came over in a trade this offseason. Last year he was with Cleveland, but he spent the whole year in AAA. And so new life coming here to the Blue Jays. A really important piece for him when Daulton Varsho went down with his injuries. Below average as a hitter, but one of the best defensive outfielders in the league. And this is what he does really well, but unable to put it down in play here. 2 balls and a strike on Straw. Time for our team profile, sponsored by Liberty Mutual. We're talking about what the Blue Jays have done at home against the Yankees this year. One of the big reasons, home field advantage. Winning that tiebreaker was so important. They're 7-1 against the Yanks in Toronto, and they've averaged 8 runs per game.
Well, let's not forget the moves they've made, which is really some of them under the radar, and then some of them really big in the bullpen. And they shored up their defense with a guy like this in the outfield. And so they did all the things they had to do to press the right buttons to get this team in this position to have success and make a long run.
That's ball 3. And then there's also the moves that they didn't make, because a lot of last season falling apart was their star players being bad. George Springer, Bo Bichette had down years. Alejandro Kirk was not himself. They could have went out and tried to spend over those problems and just get an entire different set of guys in there, but they counted on bounce backs from those guys and have gotten them from all of them. Ross Atkins, who has faced heat in recent years, deserves credit. What feels like a special team. It's gone to 3-2 on Straw. He was up there to sacrifice. Now he will swing away and take ball 4 instead. First 2 have reached, 8 and 9 in the order. Let's check in with Kenny.
Joe, at the start of spring training, it was difficult to imagine the Blue Jays reaching this point. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was potentially a free agent, as was Bo Bichette, and we'll get back to this after the change.
All right, as Aaron Boone comes out, and this sellout crowd is going to let Max Fried hear him. Major league leader in wins, one of the hottest pitchers in baseball down the stretch. They chew him up and spit him out. So Max Fried lasts 3+ innings, gives up 5 runs on 8 hits, at least 5, because the men at first and second, his responsibility too. Yankees pen takes over. It's Will Warren at the top of the Blue Jays order, and George Springer, strike one.
Well, Warren's got some good stuff. You see the numbers on the year. ERA a little high, but he can strike you out just as easy as anybody else. He needs a ground ball or a strikeout in the worst way, because this is looking like a blowout inning.
Nope.
I mean, 5's already a huge uphill climb. Anything more, if the roof was on, they'd blow this thing wide open with the fans being just treated to some offensive. Oh. A clinic, really. It's been a clinic.
Top runners in scoring position team in baseball this year, the second best team in franchise history at a time when averages are way down across the league. 292 runners in scoring position. Historically good for the Jays, and that has continued into the postseason. Their hitting coach, David Popkins, who deserves a lot of credit for this turnaround. An offense that was 23rd in the majors in runs scored last year, 4th this year. Popkins got let go by Minnesota as Springer takes the walk here. Comes over here to the Blue Jays, and no matter who you ask in the Blue Jays organization about this offensive turnaround, Popkins' name comes up. And the way that he's given each one of his hitters the freedom to be whoever they are, to do whatever makes them them, instead of having necessarily one plan and one style for each hitter. Do what makes you good has been his message. Schneider with the bases loaded.
Watch out, first pitch, boy. He didn't get anything close. Right now, Warren, velocity's there, but after the first pitch strike, that's 5 in a row now, and nowhere to put anybody else.
Schneider takes a strike in the lineup because there's a left-handed starter, but Schneider's actually been way better against right-handed pitching. One and two.
I like Warren a lot. He's got easy delivery. If he can command the baseball, this stuff can be electric.
Here's his 1-2. And it's in there to get Schneider. One away. Guerrero.
That's a rare strikeout because the bat really never left the shoulders. There was no swing and misses in that strikeout. And there haven't been many swing and misses, period, by the Toronto offense.
Vlad Jr. 5 for 6 in this division series. His last 8 games against the Yankees, he's hitting above 600.
He's such a rhythm hitter. You see where he starts with the bat, but then he gets the bat in position. Again, he's not going to launch and lift. He's going to attack the angle, more line drive. Think about growing up in that household and having hitting be seen and taught in a different way than what the guys are being taught today. He's a comfortable, confident hitter when his mechanics and timing is on plate.
The 2-0. Vlad takes a strike. Growing up in that household, not growing up in major league stadiums, major league clubhouses. He'd follow his dad everywhere, and he'd be a 6-7-year-old kid making the big leaguers say, "There's no way."
Yeah.
Hey, tell me how old this kid is.
Watch his foot tap. That's the timing of when he's on time. He gets that short toe down and ball.
Baby, goodbye, Vlad Jr. Vlad and the Jays are humiliating the New York Yankees. Outscoring them 19-1 over the first game and a half. 2-0 on Kirk.
We're going to show you that again, and that was just as beautiful of mechanically sound hitting you'll ever see. Now, granted, he worked himself into a great count, but man, when he hits and he's on time, it is pretty to watch.
Can't even keep up on my score sheet trying to document all this. 6 out of 7 for Vlad Jr. 6 driven in.
All the talk for some of these hitters was, man, you got to get Vlad going. We got to get him going. He's struggling the last 2.5 weeks. Well, 6 days. That's all it took.
Jeez.
6 days off.
And an injection of this postseason environment. Kirk through the right side. You were talking about that when he was up last time, that big hole on the right side. Take us back to what you're talking about.
Yeah,
with Guerrero.
I want you to watch how simple this is, the timing mechanism. See, he gets it down and then he loads up. And when he was off, that timing was off. And that's all it takes. Every hitter has a mechanism to start the angle of the bat and create power. And that is as simple and as standard for Guerrero as you'll ever see. It's not a big move. It's not a high leg kick and put the foot down. It's just a simple heel to toe and then let your hands go.
He's so sensitive to that timing, but when it's locked in, there is no more dangerous hitter in baseball.
Yep.
Varsho, 2 doubles, 2 runs scored.
Yeah, I'm good. Yep.
Piece of the home plate umpire. Adam Amari's okay as Austin Wells checks on him, and we get to listen in. Feels like weeks ago when this was a 2-1 game.
Yeah. I was
6th inning yesterday.
Getting ready to say that whole thing flipped on its ear, and that guy right there is a cage. He's a caged animal. He wants to get back out there. He's waiting a long time, and whenever you wait a long time, 1 or 2 things have happened. You're getting a ton of runs, right, and you got to go back out and get your rhythm going again, or there's been a rain delay. And obviously it's not a rain delay, it's a ton of runs, and pitchers are creatures of habits. Some will just sit there and the others will, like, I got to get up and walk around. And
nope.
He's got 4 no-hit innings. I hope that he doesn't kill his time by eating a Zagnut.
no, he will not be doing that. They don't even have that anymore.
I don't think they have him in Canada.
No,
either.
not in Canada.
Or maybe only in Canada. What do we know? For the folks that don't know, John once lost a no-hitter thanks to a Zagnut. They're going to lose this ball. Somebody's going to find it as a souvenir. They're handing them out like hotcakes. It's 11-0 Blue Jays as Varsho goes deep. This is the most lopsided stretch of postseason baseball you will ever see.
Yeah, it's like it's on the tee for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he has gotten 3/4 of the cycle, the hardest 3 out of the way. Well, you know what? They didn't give that a triple, did they? I made it. It's a triple on my scoreboard.
Okay.
Scorecard.
Cycle watch for John.
I don't know why they would give that an error on a tricky ball that got by him. So I'm going to say they changed that to a triple.
Okay.
And if he gets a single, we're going to document it here at Fox as a cycle.
So you'd like me to call it, get my best cycle voice going, and really go out there for you, make it real.
I just realized that you looked at me like he doesn't have a triple, but he does on my scorecard.
Yeah, well, hey, then it's real. Tanner Falefa is the only guy in the Blue Jays lineup that has not scored a run in this game.
And I think we could give a million guesses on who is the only player to get a cycle in the playoffs.
Brock Holt.
Yeah, way to go.
I need less than $1 million.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Against the Yankees.
All right, Vlad Jr. Oh, man. What a moment. What a team this is looking like it is.